Good morning, my dear students. Today's topic of discussion is methods of external sources of recruitment. There are two sources of recruitment, internal sources as well as external sources. We have discussed internal sources of recruitment. There are two methods of internal recruitment, that is transfer and promotion. We have discussed what do you mean by external sources of recruitment when we are recruiting employees from outside the organization. Today we are going to discuss what are the methods of external sources of recruitment. There are a number of methods through which we can recruit employees from outside the organization. So, see the first method, student. So students, first is direct recruitment or recruitment at factory gate. So students, under this method, organizations put a notice on the notice board of the organization and give full detail about the vacancies in the organization. Job seekers read the notice and they collect outside the organization on a specified date on a specified time, and selection is done on the spot. And this type of recruitment method is generally used for the casual workers and for semi-skilled or unskilled jobs. Such employees are called as casual workers or badli workers. What is the main advantage of direct recruitment? Advantage is that organization is not required to incur any amount on the advertisement. Without advertisement, employees are selected. And this method of recruitment is generally used when there is a rush of work or permanent employees are absent. This method is used for casual recruitment. Casual means when employees are recruited for temporary time period. Okay, I think this first method is clear to you all. Second method is casual callers. So what happened? Students after the completion of their education keep on sending their resume to reputed companies. And some of the big and reputed companies maintain a record of these unsolicited applications. What is the meaning of unsolicited? Unsolicited means uncalled applications. And in the future, whenever there are vacancies in the organization, rather than giving advertisement, they call the candidates from such record which is maintained by the companies. They call the candidates from such record, take their interviews and written test, etc., and select the best candidate. This is called as casual callers. And the advantage of this method is that there is no need to give any advertisement. No amount is spent on giving advertisements. Next method is advertisement. Giving advertisements in newspaper, in trade journals or on television. This is very common method nowadays. Through advertisement, more information about the organization as well as jobs can be given. And candidates come to know about the information and they can apply for the job in the organization. So benefit is that more information can be supplied to the candidates as well as more number of people apply through advertisement. So this is very common method which is used generally nowadays. Next is employment exchanges. Students, employment exchanges are the organizations which are established by the government. These organizations serve as a link between job seeker and employer. Job seekers submit their biodata to the employment exchanges. As I told you, employment exchanges are connected to the companies also. So, in the companies, when there are vacancies, companies contact to the employment exchanges and employment exchanges refer the candidates who have submitted their biodata to the employment exchanges. In this way, employment exchanges supply the candidates to the business organizations. Clear? But there is a disadvantage of employment exchanges, that the records of the employment exchanges is not up to date, and sometimes unsuitable candidate is supplied through employment exchanges. Yes, students, next method of external recruitment is placement agencies and management consultants. So firstly, I will discuss with you placement agencies. Placement agencies are organizations which serve as a link between job seeker and companies. The same task is done by placement agencies as it is done by employment exchanges, that job seekers provide their biodata to the placement agencies, and when there are vacancies in the companies contact the placement agencies. Placement agencies refer the candidates who have submitted their biodata to placement agencies. But the difference is that placement agencies are private organizations and they charge fees for their services. Clear? Now I am discussing about management consultants or management consultancy firms. These firms are generally used for the recruitment of technical, professional and managerial staff. These firms also maintain biodata of the job seekers and supply the candidate to the companies when in companies there are vacancies. But these management consultancy firms, if required by companies, these firms also publish advertisement on behalf of the companies. And when candidates are applying for the job, these management consultancy firms take their interview and select the best candidate and supply the candidate to the companies. So, what activities are done by management consultancy firm? They can refer the name of the candidate to the company, that this is the candidate, he is eligible, these are the qualification, this is the resume. One service is this. But if companies want, these firms can take interviews of candidates, select the best one and supply the best candidate to the companies which is selected. So, but for these services, these firms charge fees. Okay. These are also private firms. So students, we have studied 5 methods of external recruitment today. First is direct recruitment or recruitment at factory gate. In this, a notice is pasted on the factory gate and employees are recruited. Second is casual callers. Under it, company maintain the record of uncalled applicants and then select from that record. Advertisements can be given in newspapers, trade journals or on TV. Then employment exchanges, they are the government organization, maintain a link between job seeker and companies. Placement agencies and management consultancy firm, they are also performing the same task, maintain a link between job seeker and companies. But for the services provided by placement agencies and management consultancy firm, these two organizations charge fees. I hope students the topic which I have discussed with you today is clear to all of you. These are the 5 methods which I discussed with you, and tomorrow I will discuss with you remaining 5 methods. Then this topic will be completed fully. Even then if you have any doubt you can discuss with me. Okay, thank you students.